we just also say we don't actually need gravity?
What do you mean that we don't need gravity?
What if it was never invented?
Invented by who?
Sir Isaac Newton.
There was a time on Earth before gravity existed?
Yes.
Who's the primary victim of the Ukraine war, men or women?
If I'm standing on the same point I've been saying, I guess women.
Okay, we'll pull this one up. So, on the left, these are all Ukrainian women that were screenshotted on dating apps in various other countries. Now, what if I told you for all military conflicts that women get to escape and men have to stay and die?
You're making crazy assumptions.
In my day-to-day life, I don't need a man to fix my car. I'll just go to the mechanic.
Okay, you guys are all just like really misogynistic.
How do you define misogyny? What? I'm just asking how you define misogyny.
Can I go?
These buddies are just funny. How do you ask someone about the definition of misogynistic and then they start crying? So she's trying to play the victim? And did you even notice the arguments prior? Man.
If you want to be 50-50 and do all that with a guy, then fine. You can like exert your will. But if you want a guy to pay for first dates and be a leader and be masculine and be dominant and be all these things, all the positive components of being in a relationship with a leader, we can't do that unless you follow. Like, if you want a leader, an entailment of wanting a man who's a leader, you have to follow. You have to be a follower, because I can't lead somebody like in partner dance. Somebody's the leader, somebody's the follower. So it gets way too messy if both people are trying to lead and dictate the terms. And look, if you want to deal with a guy, like I said, do 50-50 with him, then that's fine. But if you want to deal with a leader who's going to pay for stuff, who's going to be a provider, who's going to be a protector, you got to defer to his leadership.
That's honestly why I think I'm not in a relationship.
And she'll never be in one with that type of thinking.
Humans aren't meant to be monogamous.
I agree. I heard something where it was like when you're with a partner who gives you 90% of what you want, you'll go looking for that 10% in like another person no matter what. So if you have 3 guys, then it equals it out. They all give you what you want.
So you will never find 3 men that you respect that will share you. That's never going to happen.
Why?
It just won't happen.
But why?
Because the kind of man that you would respect, that you would want to date or marry, wouldn't share you with other men.
So you think monogamy is 100% effective?
No, but I'm assuming, I'm making assumptions based on how you present yourself, and I know that the type of man that you probably would respect and want to be with long term wouldn't share you with other men. Because why would they? Because they have 3 women that they could just be with and not share one woman with 2 other dudes.
That's what I'm saying. Monogamy isn't the goal.
I understand, but it works a bit differently for men and women.
No, you just said that a man can have 3 different girlfriends, but a woman can have 3 different boyfriends.
I'm not saying that she can't. She could find 3 dudes that would share her, but they're not going to be the kind of guy that you would want to be with.
Having to explain this to the buddies is what annoys me the most. Because even that comparison doesn't even make sense at all. And how could she not even know?
Let me tell y'all how women are manipulative. And for all of y'all who know this already, then I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to all of y'all who don't know, all right? I'm talking about all y'all who don't know that when she cries to make you feel like you're the villain, that's all a plan. Even if she started the fight, even if she crossed the line, even if she just completely disrespected you, her tears are her weapon. That's an emotional guilt trip right there. That's how she wins the arguments. She's going to use sex as a reward, not for intimacy, not love, not to make you feel good, but control. If you do what she wants, maybe you'll get some. If you don't, then your ass ain't getting none for at least a week, probably longer. It's not about feelings. It is about power and control. She'll make passive-aggressive comments instead of being direct because she's mad about something. So she's going to start plotting and flip the whole situation on you. She'll say she just wants you to be honest until your honesty does not meet the requirements to enter delusion land. Then you're the bad guy for doing exactly what she asked you for in the first damn place. She's going to compare you to her ex, to shit all over you and fuck with your confidence, or pretend her ex was trash just so she can look like the victim again. But one thing most women do not ever acknowledge is this. If you are always the victim in every story, you are probably the common denominator. She'll use silence as punishment. She'll ignore you. She won't be affectionate. She'll want you to beg just so things can get back to normal so she's talking to you. That is not emotional regulation. That's emotional control. She'll call you too sensitive when you speak up because she don't want to take accountability. She'll flip it and say that you're the problem just so she never has to self-reflect. She'll play the "you're supposed to love me unconditionally" card, even though she's got all the conditions in the world for you. Act right or get left. But don't ask her to do the same. She'll say you're not a real man anytime you don't do what it is that she wants. If you set boundaries, you're toxic or you're controlling, you're a narcissist or a cheater or all the above. And she'll tell you, oh, I am working on myself, but that's just a way to keep you hanging on while she does absolutely nothing to change. Growth is just another buzzword. Accountability is what she needs to show you. The crazy part is that she will try and convince you that you are actually lucky to have her, even though she's draining you mentally, emotionally, and disrespecting you, sucking the self-respect right out of you. I challenge y'all to call it out. Try to tell her you know exactly what she's doing. Watch how fast you become the problem. You are not the problem. You just got to take those rose-colored glasses off.